everyone, my name is Christine. I am a mother to 4 children and wife to a dude, and welcome to my channel. Here we like to save money, eat lots of food, run and bike a couple times a week, and take lots of naps. Today we're gonna talk about bulk food, where you get it, why some of them are good to buy and why others are not good to buy. So I have a pile of bulk food behind me and I'll tell you all about what I got, why I got them. And if you guys like videos like this, maybe consider giving me a thumbs up. It turns a different color if you've never tried it before, so give it a shot. And if you've watched a few of my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you wanna do that so you don't miss future videos like this if I ever do bulk shopping again. Just kidding, I probably will, just not for a while. Before I show you what I picked up and why, I wanna show you some footage of inside of a restaurant supply store that opened up about 6 or 7 months ago in a town a little bit away from me. It's not too far, but I was there for a doctor's appointment today, and I'm like, you know what? It's been open for 6 months. I've never been inside. We're gonna go give it a little look-see. And just like most bulk grocery stores, some items were an excellent price and other items not so much. I'm a big fan of Sam's Club, but some of the prices there are not a deal. So you do need to know your prices and pick and choose so you can save as much money as possible. Let's jump into the footage from my restaurant supply store right now. Here we are at my Smart Food Service warehouse, which my first time in this store, and the first thing I saw when I walked in was this 50-pound bag of potatoes for, are you ready for the price? Are you ready for it? Oh my gosh, under $10. This is the price I would pay to go to one of my local potato warehouses because I am in Idaho, it's potato country. A bunch of my neighbors' parents are potato farmers. It's a thing around here. But you do have to pay attention to your prices because some of the other potatoes, like the more select potatoes, were more expensive. A lot of the meats were more expensive. Actually, I was not impressed with any of the meat prices that I saw. Nothing really struck my fancy, but I thought the apples were pretty good. The plastic cased and the pre-bagged apples were all fairly good prices. They were all 5-pound bags for around $4 and $4.50, which I thought was fairly good. I went into a refrigerated section to walk around. They had some good things, some expensive things, but if you are looking in bulk and are looking for some unique items, you'll definitely be able to find them here. A lot of the time I can't find things like tomatillos or fennel, if you saw my last grocery haul. And so this is a really good place to find that kind of stuff. And I will say this was really funny. I'm in the store at the beginning recording the potatoes, and this lady walked up to me and asked me if regular people were allowed to shop there. And I was like, I think so. And she goes, okay, I've never been in here before. And I'm like, hey, me neither. I thought their lettuce prices were pretty good compared to my grocery store's $1.35 for a head of lettuce. I thought that was excellent. Their bell pepper prices, the red bell pepper, it was a pack of 6 for $5.55. So just under less than $1 per red bell pepper, which in my area is very, very good. But when I looked at their cucumber prices, not so good. The bagged squash, bagged zucchini, it was okay, but not spectacular. Celery and carrots were all a good price. Nothing that I needed to buy right then, but definitely comparable to some of the cheaper stuff that I've seen. And I thought these yakisoba noodles were so funny that you could buy so many of them. I was so tempted. And I went to go look at their frozen vegetables. It was okay. I consistently am unimpressed with bulk frozen vegetable prices for some reason. I don't know why that is. And they have all these canned tomatoes, for restaurants making large batches of sauces and soups and that kind of thing, chilies, I'm sure. What was really interesting is their ketchup price was like double the price of Sam's Club. The Sam's Club price of that large plastic Heinz ketchup is less than this store. It's something that I buy often, so it's something that I noticed, but I think it's around $4 at Sam's Club and definitely more expensive here. So like normal, you do need to pick and choose. Not one store is going to have the best price on anything, period. Like Walmart will not have the best on everything. Sam's won't. This store won't. A discount store won't. You just have to know what your prices are and shop accordingly. And I was definitely looking for a couple of items, which I will show you in my little haul here. Now that we've done that, let me tell you about the other place that I picked up a few discount bulk items. So when the whole lockdown happened, all of the restaurants got shut down, and the really smart ones would do curbside pickup and some delivery options. And what one of my local stores did is they started ordering in bulk, I think from Cisco or something, and selling bulk items to people who couldn't find stuff at the grocery store. So my little sandwich shop in town, while they didn't make and serve food, he was able to sell 50-pound bags of flour, 50-pound bags of sugar, because that was nowhere to be found in the grocery stores for quite a while. Now, they have since restocked the grocery stores, at least in my area, so you can get all of those things, and the restaurants are back open in my area now. He had some leftover things and he slashed the prices just to get them out of his dining room so he could then seat people in the dining room. And I was able to take advantage of that. So I also picked up a few things from him. Let me spin you around and show you what I got. Here is my pile of goodies. And I think everything together came to $140, which I know sounds like a lot when there's kind of a small pile, but once I kind of break down where it all went, I think you guys will like what I ended up getting. So at my, I'm forgetting the Smart Food Warehouse or whatever, I did get the 50-pound bag of potatoes for $9.95, I believe. I will be using this in one of my extreme grocery challenges that I've been doing. You guys always wonder why I don't throw in potatoes into my extreme grocery budget challenges. Well, hey, I'm listening to you, and that is what we're doing next time. 50 pounds of potatoes for 10 bucks. Amazing. I grabbed this jalapeno ranch dressing because this is one of Dave's absolute favorites. I believe it was around $5. I can't remember right now, so I'll put it on the screen or something. I'll go look at my receipt. I grabbed this large thing of imitation vanilla flavoring. I realize it's not real vanilla, but you guys, I've been looking for vanilla at every store, everywhere I go. I cannot find it. During the lockdown, most people couldn't find yeast or flour or sugar. My thing is vanilla. Vanilla is nowhere to be found. We're just gonna have to make do with the fake one. I love these rice, well, sticks, but rice noodles. I usually serve these when I make like a Korean barbecue bowl, like a cup bob copycat thing, but I haven't been able to get them in a long time, and this 3-pound container was just a hair over $3. I thought that was an amazing price for rice noodles, so I was very excited to get that. Haley, how do you feel about these?
What are they?
Rice noodles.
Yes! These are so good. You wouldn't think they are.
But they are. They're delicioso.
If in case you don't know how they taste, it tastes like rice in noodle.
In a noodle, but better.
But
like,
it does taste
it
better.
soaks up the sauce so well. It's like, And hey, they're probably gluten-free. Rice and water, it's gluten-free. Look at that. This was from my sandwich shop that was selling bulk items. This was his last baking powder, 5 pounds of baking powder. I wanna say this was $8, like $7.99. Can you believe it? I realize this is a lot. I do go through a lot of baking powder, and I was very, very low in the one I normally get from Sam's Club, but this one's better. So yeah, we're making lots of biscuits and cornbread and other things. This is a lot of barbecue sauce for not very expensive, but it's summertime, it's time to grill, do all of the things. I have not seen a good sale on barbecue sauce. I don't know if this brand is any good, but we're gonna open it and try it out because for 1 gallon, it was cheap. I ran out of chili powder, and it's something I use a lot, so I got this one. It was fairly inexpensive for the size. This is almost 1 pound. The one from Sam's Club is bigger, but also more expensive. Also, the Smart Foods Warehouse, I thought this 5 pound of green beans was a pretty good price. Not the best. I have yet to find a bulk frozen veggie that's as good as the smaller bags, because a lot of the time I can get a 1 pound bag for 88 cents or right at $1, but I can't get a 5 pound bag for less than $5. I don't understand that. Explain this to me. Usually in bulk, it's cheaper, but I was there. I like a 5 pound thing of green beans. It's an easy side dish for us, so we're gonna stick it in the freezer and use it for maybe 2.5 side dishes for dinners over the next coming weeks. I usually buy my tortilla chips from Sam's Club. Will say I think their chips was very close to the same price as Sam's Club. Not any better. 4 pounds for a little over $5 was pretty good, and we were running low, which is unacceptable in my house. Very excited to have these. Haley, those can go downstairs. How do you like your new slides?
I love them. They're so comfortable.
Dude, those are sweet.
Right?
Oh, those are nice. Now the big stuff. If you guys saw my homemade snacks video, you know that I bought the sticky rice or sushi rice or whatever, Calrose rice, if I'm saying that right. It was 5 pounds from Sam's Club. No, not Sam's Club, I'm sorry, from Walmart. It was a 5-pound bag, like right at $4.50 or something like this. This 50-pound bag of the same rice was $27. So we're talking just a hair over 50 cents a pound to buy it in bulk like this. And because we liked the homemade like rice cake stuff, I'm gonna be using a lot more of this to make them. In fact, I'm gonna make some today. So while I can't carry this bag very well on my own, I was so excited to find a much, much better price than going to Walmart. The brand is Pear Blossom Extra Fancy California Calrose Rice, 50 pounds. So I don't know where the heck I'm gonna store that yet, but this was from the Smart Foods warehouse. These last 3 things were from my sandwich shop. Let's kind of get this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have a 50-pound bag of rolled oats. You will not guess how cheap this was. I could not believe it. I've been totally out of oatmeal, like 100%, for a couple of weeks now. I can't make granola. We can't make oatmeal. I wanna make homemade granola bars. Nope, can't do it. $13. $13 for 50 pounds of oats. The price was so good that I bought 2. So I just bought 100 pounds of rolled oats for $26. That's one of the best prices I have ever seen on rolled oats. Like, it's astronomical. Dave's like, where are we gonna store these? And I'm like, I told him I don't really know. They're gonna stay in these bags for now. Sometimes I wonder if I should have gotten more. He had a ton. He had like a whole pallet there, but what an amazing price. And he also had this 25-pound bag of whole grain brown rice for, I wanna say $12. And that's pretty good for brown rice, about 50 cents a pound. That's one of the better prices actually, so happy to have that as well. Clearly he picked that up from Cisco Foods. I did purchase one more thing that is not in this shot. Let me flip you around and I'll tell you all about it. I fit almost half of it into this. This is why you keep your containers with the animal crackers, because you can store stuff. There, I'm putting you here so I don't have to hold my arm up. I worked out this morning, it's tired. I had bought a specialty item. It's one of those syrups. I can't remember the brand. They had a ton of the syrups that go into drinks to make like Italian soda or flavor your sodas or your coffees or like whatever it is that you have. I'll put a picture over here of the brand, but it was passion fruit flavor. I saw the passion fruit flavor. It was about $5 for the bottle. And I was thinking, what a treat at our house. It's one of me and Dave's favorite flavors. I said that wrong probably. Dave's and my favorite flavors. How do you say that? We love passion fruit. And so I was thinking I could make a passion fruit ice cream out of it, or I could put it in a soda or something like that. So I get home and I'm like, Dave, I need your help. I have these 50-pound bags of food. I got them in the car, but they're very awkward for me. Like these big like bags like this. Like, can you please help me? So he pulls the bag of potatoes and the glass bottle got caught underneath and smashed into smithereens on the garage floor. I walked outside, I heard the crash, and Dave's like, oh no. Not only is there an entire $5 bottle of passion fruit syrup smearing onto my garage floor, there's shards of glass everywhere. Because when glass lands on concrete, it's like whoosh, it obliterates into smithereens. And so I'm like trying to clean it up, and that while smelling the passion fruit syrup, which smelled amazing, it was very, very sad. I was very, very sad. So now my garage smells like passion fruit. Dave's gonna have to get the power washer and like power wash the whole thing off to get it clean all the way, but we can't today because it's raining and like 40 degrees. Don't you want to move to Idaho in the summer? It's like nasty outside. Anyway, I am missing one thing, so I guess you could subtract $5 from what I showed you because I don't have it anymore. Why do people use glass bottles? They break and I can't recycle them. Yeah, in case you were wondering, my area does not recycle glass at all. And so it's like, I feel like it's so wasteful to have glass bottles, because what the heck am I gonna do with them? Those are my bulk items. I think we're gonna be good on like rice, oatmeal, potatoes, barbecue sauce, and all that kind of stuff. When it comes to bulk shopping, your dry goods are going to be what you want to get. Things that last a very, very long time. In your cabinet, you don't have to refrigerate them. Dried beans, rice, sugar, oats, whatever other grain that you like. White rice, brown rice, sticky rice. Dude, they even had basmati rice that I might need to get next time. I'm gonna have to go back to get another passion fruit bottle of syrup. When you break down the cost per pound or per ounce, it was so cheap, and I'm gonna be able to use them for so long. I cannot imagine I'm gonna run out of oatmeal in like 6 months, right? 6 months, 100 pounds, family of 6. Take a guess right now. Right now, how long is it gonna take me to go through 100 pounds of oats? I make homemade oatmeal, homemade granola, and homemade granola bars. Take a guess. I'm curious myself, actually. 100 pounds of oatmeal, how long? And the best thing about my favorite current cashback app, Fetch Rewards, is I can scan the receipts because you don't have to buy specialty ingredients to scan your receipt with Fetch Rewards. You just scan a receipt and then they give you points. I can still get points with Fetch Rewards, and I wouldn't have been able to on any of the other ones, so that's exciting. That's gonna wrap me up for today. Thank you so much for joining me in my bulk food purchases. The Frugal Fit family is set on oats for like long time, guys. Google some supply warehouse grocery stores in your area. See if your local restaurants do any bulk ordering or anything like that. Maybe make a friend with the manager or something. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.